Now, we're going to give you guys our score, our spoiler-free takes, and then our spoiler takes right after. But anyways what do you think about the English teacher so far?
I'm torn. On the one hand, this show's pretty funny.
Yes.
This show's pretty funny. We just talked about the paper. In comparison to the paper, the show is not tame at all. This show is like balls to the walls, like hilarious. I didn't really have any laugh out loud moments actually, but like this show is just funny. Like it's definitely funny, but I don't like a lot of the characters, which sucks.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It's a hard review. It's hard for me to give a number score from like an objective perspective, like I guess a 7, but personally it's like a 6.
Yeah.
This is one of those shows. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take. I'm gonna get killed for this. Something I have a problem with a lot of like, you know, like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, is, and even like this isn't the same thing, but like even like a South Park, right?
Yeah.
Where like the episodes sure are funny, like the concepts are hilarious. I just don't think any of the characters are likable, you know?
Yeah.
And this is one of the shows that I feel that with, where the English teacher, every character is hilarious. All their little, like, the remarks, the concepts, the jokes, everything is so funny. But, like, none of these characters do a good job of me being like, oh, yeah, like, if something were to happen to you, like, I'd be very, very sad. Exactly. I don't feel any connection to these characters at all. And I think that's why I watch sitcoms. I watch sitcoms to, like, connect with people. It's like, oh, I like watching these characters grow. Granted, first season of a show, I just don't think there was much evidence of any of that. And I personally just wasn't a huge fan of the characters. But the writing is good. The show is pretty funny. I just don't know like how amped I am for season 2 now, considering like I know what the show is.
Yeah, I'm there with you. Just to piggyback off you, I did give it a 7 out of 10. Because this was funnier to me. Like you said, it wasn't tame just like the paper. It was funnier. But the problem I had was, I did not like a lot of these characters. Like, Evan has funny moments, and I really did like when it didn't scare, well, you know what, yeah, it scared me for a second because I thought they were doing a school shooter episode, and
that was like, funny. See, that episode is so funny. That was a really good joke.
Yeah, I was like, are they really about to do this and try to make it serious and comedy for a sec? But then right when the kids are just chilling there going like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, get down, everybody lay down. They're like, bro, it's Gun Club. I went, oh.
So funny. It's a really good
He's
episode.
like, Gun Club? And then like he takes a breath, and I like that. I like that he... Because, you know, at the start I was thinking this guy is super selfish, whatever. But the fact that he grabbed a couple of kids and put them in the classroom and tried to save, I was like, okay, that's pretty nice of you. But still, there are a lot of moments after that where it's just like, I don't really like you that much, bro. I wasn't a huge fan of Gwen. I wasn't a huge fan of Principal Grant. But those two are also funny. Marky is very funny, but once again...
Marky's the best. Marky's so funny.
Marky is so funny, but I don't like him that much, too. Rick, I think there needs to be more of Rick. He's kind of a random character that says a lot of random crazy stuff.
Just such
which
random
is very
stuff.
funny.
It's like there. He'll like enter the conversation and be like, yeah, guys. And there was a joke in the episode. He's like, yeah, I didn't even like, I don't even, he's like, oh man, I'm butchering this so hard. They're sitting in the hot tub and they're talking about like, what do you think about like if life, like we took different paths? And he was like, yeah, I only became a student counselor because my guidance counselor asked me what did I want to do and I couldn't think of anything. So I just said guidance counselor. That was funny. I was like, that was a good joke. Like,
I was like, oh man. I was like, all right, bro. But yeah, like these characters, they're all funny. Malcolm is funny when he comes in. Trey was funny in that episode where they had to do the powder puff.
Oh,
thing.
Dude, the drag episode is so funny. That episode's a really good episode.
That was so funny, especially on both sides when the girls are trying to learn how to play football and then the football players are trying to learn how to do drag. Yeah. But like once again, it's just like I'm not like, what's the word? I'm not drawn to these characters that much.
You're not connecting with anyone.
I'm not connecting really. It's just more of, you guys are really funny. But like you said, if you die or if something happens, if you move away, I'm not going to be really sad. It's just going to be like, all right, who's the next man up? Who's the next people coming in?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's...
I will say, I think this show has really good commentaries on like on situations, and it's like really well reflected between like Evan and the school. Where, like, Evan's very much like, no, let's not do this. And everyone else is like, what do you mean it's normal? Like, Gun Club, literally. Like, that entire concept of Gun Club. It's like, okay, well, you can actually understand both sides, but also this is really awful to be doing this in a school. Like, and again, this is a commentary on, like gun violence and school shootings and whatever. It's so funny. Like, that was just a really good episode. Very well done. Same thing with, like, the Powder Puff episode with, like, girls playing football and the guys doing cheerleading stuff. And, like, that, like, entire thing. So funny. I think that's where sitcoms will shine the best is when, one, they're able to, like, grow you closer to characters, and two, have really good commentaries on, like, what's going on in society. Yeah. I always think about, like, episodes of a show that does this really well is Superstore. Superstore has an entire episode about healthcare, and it's, like, one of the funniest episodes I've ever watched of TV. I think it's so funny where it starts off with this character just being like, yeah, everyone will donate money into a jar, and whenever anyone needs to use it, we'll just give it to them and then redonate whatever. And then that like expands into, okay, well, some people need it more than others, so here's this platinum plan who has to pay more and whatever. And it's so funny. That episode is hilarious. And I think this show does that very well, actually. I think it has really good commentaries on situations and political things going on. But I don't really like any of the characters. I really don't. Yeah. They're kind of all just funny, you know? And Evan is so funny. And I think I'm supposed to like him more, but I actually think he's just very selfish and kind of like annoying in a lot of ways. He's just really like the way he complains too much. I'm just like, all right, dude, like just settle down. But I like him. Like, he has a lot of really good one-liners, and he's very snarky. I love it. But I just, like, again, I wish I really liked any of these characters. I just kind of don't.
I think that they will go into that more in season 2, and I think that they, like, it's going to be just like the paper. I think that's the only issue they have, where they, like, you know, they were tame enough, they were funny enough. It's just that they need to find a way to make them either where you like the fact that you can hate them, or where you can like the fact that you really like them and root for them.
Yeah, it's like they're the two opposites. Where like the paper did a great job of like establishing itself, but like it was very tame and not like whatever. Well, the English teacher is very good with like comedic episodes and stupid concepts and hilarious like commentaries, but the characters just aren't interesting. I would love to see in a season 2 like them get into the characters more, like have more character focused episodes. I'd be curious to see how that goes, but I just like right now I don't really see them doing that. The show feels like a It's Always Sunny, where it's just like, here's a funny episode, here's a funny episode, but like I hit my mic, I'm sorry, but like not really anything like serious.
I will say something like that I really love though is the high school kids and the teachers going back and forth. I really love that, especially like even the first episode when basically, if you guys don't know, the first episode starts with Ned dealing with did I just say Ned?
You said Ned, yeah, it's so funny.
I apologize. I'm still thinking about when Evan is dealing with the fact that a parent complained about or a student complained, or a student told their parent that a student told their mom that they saw their teacher kiss the same sex, and he's dealing with the fact that the school may take disciplinary action on it. And him having that first conversation with, I believe it was book club, and they're just talking to him, trying to give him advice, and it was just so unbelievably funny what they were saying to him. I was like, and he was just letting them say, he's like, you shouldn't cuss, and then he cusses, and they're like, oh. I just loved all those different students. I need to see more of them in season 2, and I need to have more of those in the. Even the episode where the girl said, you see, I'm going through something right now. I have, what did she say? Asymptomatic Tourette's.
Yeah, asymptomatic Tourette's. You don't show any symptoms of Tourette's. You just kind of have it. So funny.
The student next to him was like, you gotta like be more informed, and he's just like, are you faking it?
Yeah, it's actually called Kayla syndrome, but it's really triggering for her to hear it like called by her name. That was really funny.
That was so funny, bro. I need way more moments of that. But 7 out of 10 for the English teacher.
Yeah, I'm going 6 out of 10. I will watch season 2 probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. But yeah, I definitely want to see more out of it. I like it though. A fine watch.